Welcome to Vendetti's Pizza and Pasta. Fresh food since 1968. All homemade pasta, breads, and sauce from the Vendetti's family recipes. Eat there, take home, or they deliver. Great pasta like spaghetti, mostaccioli, ravioli, homemade gnocchis, sandwiches, salads, or try their famous Spanky. If you have not been to Vendetti's, then you have not had the best pizza in town. Call now at 248-628-1540.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oxford High School's first swim meet of the season. The girls are swimming against Lake Orion High. So this season's going to be off to a great start because Lake Orion High, there's a lot of rivalry here. So we're about to start. I'm going to be quiet. Here we go. Sorry. And off we go. We're in the first event of the night, the 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1, we have Oxford. Mackenzie Finley is in the water right now. In lane 2, we have Shelby Maya. Lane 4, Ashley Weltick. Lane 6, Allison Mooney. Lane 8, Caitlin Gata. These are the first ladies starting out with the backstroke. Lane 4 is obviously off to a very nice start, with Ashley giving them a very nice start. Now let's read off the rest of the girls' names. So in lane 1, the rest of the girls, we've got Maddie Stevens, Cheyenne Hoyt, Emily McClear. In lane 2, we have Kinsey Jones, Izzy Frechette, and Sabrina Kirk. In lane 4, we have Grace Sharnstrom, Callie Schnur, and Peyton Bailey. In lane 6, we have Addie Bishop, Nellie Sharnstrom, and Laura Mace. In lane 8, we have Bella Delano, Ellie Olheiser, and Nora Wright. Wow, lane 4 is already on their butterfly, and this is a very solid butterfly. You can see her rhythm there. She's breathing every stroke here in their first lap, which is very safe, but you don't want to do that. You should try not to breathe as much as possible, but maybe that's her rhythm and that works for her. And here we go into the exchange. And here we go, the freestyle. Her freestyle is very solid. This is Oxford's A relay. All right, for you swimmers watching, that was a good turn, but try to stay under the water a little longer and try to do some more underwater kicks. I know it's hard and takes a lot of endurance, guys. Nice finish. All right, lane 3 just touched Lake Orion. Got second place, Oxford's won first. We still got a lot of strong teams in the water right now. Neck and neck between lane 5 and 6. Oxford out touches them. Great finish. And now we have Oxford, lane 2 just finished, Sabrina Kirk. And in lane 1, Emily McClear is going to finish. Here we are. Nice race, girls. Lane 7, we've got one more girl from Lake Orion. Great. Finish strong. All right. Next event, we've got 2 heats of the 200-yard freestyle. And this is one of the most, I say this at almost every swim meet. I'm sorry if it gets a little repetitive for you girls that are listening, but the 200-yard freestyle is one of the most hated events because it's somewhat between a sprint and a distance event. It's not quite long enough to be a distance event, so you can't treat it like that, but it's not short enough to be a sprint event either, so it's somewhat in between. First heat, I don't know if you guys just heard, but first heat is all Lake Orion. In lane 3, we have Kaylee Harris, 15 years old. In lane 5, we have Elena Brocham. In lane 7, Madison Gordon. They're all 15 years old from Lake Orion High. Now these girls are going to swim 8 lengths of the pool. And you can see they're kind of starting at a pretty steady pace to get themselves started. They're not going all out right yet. They're pacing themselves, which is a smart move. All right. The first heat is, for those of you that are new to swimming, the first heat is typically the slower heat, and then the speed gradually increases with each respective heat. So this will be our slowest heat, and then in in heat 2, we're gonna have our girls from Oxford swimming. Looks like lane 3 is pulling up quick. Now she may be a new swimmer, I don't wanna criticize, because swimming is one of the hardest sports in the world, but she's breathing every stroke, and typically you don't wanna do that. And anyone that's tired, does, so I'm definitely not singling her out. You're gonna see that a lot. Yeah. But the more that you swim, the more you build up your endurance, and you can kind of avoid that. Yep. And Lake Orion coach, Mr. Abbasi, Coach, I think it's actually pronounced Abbasi. Coach Abbasi is leading her on, trying to tell her to kick stronger, and the kick is really what goes first in a swim meet. In a race, when you get tired, kick is definitely what goes first. Because really what you want to do is you keep your form strong, you keep a straight torpedo line in the water, and you avoid circle swimming. You can see some of the more inexperienced swimmers will circle swim. If you don't know what that means, it just means that you're swimming on the way down, you're swimming on the right-hand side of the lane, and when you're going back, you're swimming on the left-hand side. This happens, it's good to do when you're practicing so you don't run into people, but when you're in a race, the fastest direction between 2 points is in a straight line, so you don't want to do that. That'll add on time. Looks like lane 5's pretty centered. That's good, and 2:30 isn't a bad time. 2:30 is not a bad time. Lane 5 touched, the 2:43, and lane 3 finished, or lane 7 finished with the 2:50. Now here we go in heat 2 of the event. And we start in just a minute or two. All right, in lane 2, we have a girl from Oxford, Addie Bishop. In lane 4, Jenna Fissler. In lane 6, Allison Mooney. In lane 8, we have Izzy Frechette. Oh, it looks like lane 4 and 5 are, lane 4 is just pulling ahead, but Lake Orion's pretty strong. Lake Orion in lane 3, Ella Sieber's catching up pretty quickly. Let's see if our Jenna Fissler can hold them off. All right, she's breathing every stroke, which is, it's not bad if you're starting out, but hopefully towards the end of the event, when she's gonna be towards the sprint, she's not gonna do that. There she goes, good. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see she didn't breathe the first few strokes out of that turn, which is really great for your efficiency in the water. Lane 5 is close behind, just half a body length. Oh, but Jen is picking up, almost a full body length ahead. But lane 3 is pulling up really quickly. This is a tough event. When these girls are that close to you, it can be intimidating, but it's also a great motivator. She's got a solid stroke. Fast out of the water. There she goes. Great. I don't know if you guys can hear around me, but the whole natatorium is on their feet, yelling, cheering for Jenna. This is going to be a fast time. Jen is clearly a very experienced swimmer. And she finishes. Wow. Wow. A time of 1 minute and 58 seconds. And she out-touched the other Lake Orion girls by 2 seconds. Look at that. If our cameraman can zoom onto the scoreboard, that's crazy. Oh gosh, and the other girls touching in, great times too. These are great times all ways around. From Lake Orion is touching, that is Miss Sydney King. Great race, everybody. All right, next event, we have the 200-yard IM. We've got 2 heats again. Our first heat is all Lake Orion. Now these are Lake Orion girls. We're starting out with the butterfly. Now the butterfly is a very hard stroke for because it involves a lot of upper body strength. If you don't have the strength to pull yourself out of the water with your arms, it's going to be a hard one. But so this is a very exhausting race. It starts out and you're already tired. So you have to be a pretty good swimmer to handle the IM and get a good time. But that's okay. I mean, swimming's a great sport. And even if you're just starting out, it's gonna hurt, but it's so well worth it. And here we go into the backstroke. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you can see, again, I don't really want to criticize, but this gives me a moment to kind of talk about strategy and form here. If you can see in lane 3, the girl who's farthest ahead, she's the fastest in the heat, which is very good. However, her position, her body position in the water, her legs are kind of very underneath the water. She's kind of sinking. What you want is to be as flat on the water as you can with your legs just underneath so you're getting enough, how do I put it? You're moving enough water as you possibly can. You also want to be turning your entire torso so when you're reaching backwards, it's almost as if you're reaching for the top shelf in your home, in the kitchen. And here we go into the breaststroke. And this is a very awkward stroke. The kick is kind of difficult to do. You have to bring the calves up to the knee, keep your knees together, and then whip your calves out and around into a brisk kick. It's hard to do, and it takes practice. There we go. We need a two-handed touch for each exchange. Good.
Go, 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 go!
That's an easy way to get disqualified. Actually, how I got disqualified one time. In the middle of the 200 IM, I got tired and ended up just doing a one-handed touch turn, and I got disqualified. And again, similar comment on the form of the freestyle. It's similar to the backstroke. Your whole torso needs to be turning, and you're reaching for that top shelf. So you're really stretching yourself. Nice finish. Nice finish, girls. Great job. Great swim by these Lake Orion ladies. And here we go into Heat 2 of the 200 IM. And right now. Here we go into the butterfly. Look at all that white water. It's a lot of power. In lane 2, we have Megan Pavlock. Lane 4, Ashley Weltick. Lane 6, Grace Scharnstrom. And lane 8, Maya Shelby. Wow, look how tight this race is. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 are neck and neck. This is going to be an event where it's going to come down to who has the most endurance, who has better form. Ashley Weltick, I think, is a perfect example of that form. Look at these girls. Her legs are just under the surface, her torso is turning, and she has a lot of endurance and a lot of power. Here she goes, second lap of the backstroke. Kicking strong, solid rhythm, and she's going to beat these girls in the backstroke. Now, Ashley Weltick, for a long time, was a breaststroker, so she'll probably be able to keep the lead. This is a fast event. She is now a full body length ahead of both Lake Orion girls in lanes 3 and 5. She's pulling ahead, but so is Lake Orion in lane 5. I want to get her name. Olivia Cassis. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Olivia Cassis in lane 5 seems to be pulling up. Ashley, if Ashley can maintain this freestyle, she needs to stay strong. Strong kicks and a fast pace, and she's doing that. She's over a body length ahead of all these girls. And it looks like lane 6, our very own Grace Scharnstrom's may get second place. Ashley wins it. Oxford gets second. Great. This meet is looking good for Oxford. A 2:15. That is almost record breaking. Let's see. The women's varsity. Yeah. For the 200 individual medley, our varsity event is held by Haley Kornberger in 2011 at 2:13. Ashley was only 2 seconds off. Well, 2 and a little bit more. Great races by all these girls. All right, into the next event, we have the 50-yard freestyle. There's always quite a few heats of the 50 free. They go by very quick, very quick. Very quick. That's not what I meant to say. They go by quickly, so they fit about 5 heats this time. So again, the heats will progress in speed. They'll increase in speed by heat. Here we go in heat 1. Oh, and it looks like the first 3 heats are all Oxford. And it looks like only heats 4 and 5 have Lake Orion girls, so we're gonna score some points. The 50 free is a good event for both experienced and non-experienced swimmers. The non-experienced swimmers can enjoy a race without, getting too exhausted, and the more experienced swimmers can really knock down time. And if you watch the Olympics, or no, I don't even know if they have the 50 free in the Olympics, actually. They probably don't. But if you look at nationals and Pan Ams, these times are really short. These girls are getting like 22, 21, 20 seconds, sometimes under. Great job, Oxford. And I'm now just realizing I didn't even list off the names. So in heat 1, that was Anna Waite. In lane 2, Alexa Baker. Lane 3, Paige Beating. Lane 4, Annabelle Watson. Lane 5, Julia Knapp. Lane 6, Eleanor Nunez. Lane 7, Caitlin Cummins. And lane 8, Michaela Burr. I'll make sure to name the girls right as we're starting in heat 2. Now heat 2 is again all Oxford girls.
We are freestyle number 2. This is all.
All right, in lane 1 we have Evelyn Kelso. Lane 2, Paige Dell. Lane 3, Alex Foster. Lane 4, Isabel Mazine. Lane 5, Audrey Manzuk. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering these names. Lane 6, Caitlin DeGaspero. Lane 7, Alexis Johnson. Lane 8, Ashley Bales. This is quicker and this is good. You see a lot of white water. People are moving fast. And it looks like lanes 3 and 5 were very close. A 32 is the winner, out-touched by 0.02 seconds. Again, this is all Oxford girls. Now all these heats 1 through 3 are exhibition, meaning that they don't count for points. In lane 1 we have Maddie Stevens. Lane 2, Emily McClear. Lane 3, Ellie Olheiser. Lane 4, Cheyenne Hoyt. Lane 5, Grace Nunez. Lane 6, Mackenzie Finley. Lane 7, Bella Delano. And lane 8, Layla DeGasperis. Wow, these are all very close because they're so short. But it looks like, I think Ellie was gonna win. Oh, lane 2. Was it lane 2? Yes, it was. 31 seconds. Now, a great strategy for the 50 free is to go all out and try to breathe as little as possible, because every time you breathe, you add roughly 1/10 of a second to your event.
Freestyle number 4.
Heat 4 is also an exhibition event. And a false start. Oop. Oh no, it always, oh no, oh no, oh no. They're swimming, they're gonna tire themselves out, oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. I hope you guys saw that. Oh no. Oh gosh. Lane 7 is still going from Lake Orion, and she is swimming her whole event and no one sees her. Oh. It looks like she just realized that no one was swimming. You can kind of get that tunnel vision and that focus. Oh no. It looks like, I think they may swap heats right now, so these girls can get a rest and get themselves mentally prepared back in for the event. Let's see what's going on. All right, yeah, so because of the false start and because those girls were swimming, they're gonna give them a rest. So now heat 5 is gonna go before heat 4. All right. Heat 5 is the fastest fastest heat of this event. We have Lake Orion girls. This is not an exhibition event. Now these girls are going to be very careful to watch their starts. Hope they can maintain their focus after that mishap. In lane 2, we have Nellie Scharnstrom. Lane 4, Callie Schnur. Lane 6, Peyton Bailey. And lane 8, Laura Mace. And way to go to these girls for going before they were mentally ready. You know, in your head, when you think you have another heat before you, you're not mentally ready to go. But even still, an excellent race. This is looking like a great meet for Oxford. Lane 4, it's 26. Way to go. That is Callie Schnur. Congratulations, Callie. I really hope it's Callie, not Kaylee. Okay, I just got confirmation from a girl next to me. It is Callie. All right, now we have heat 4. All right, in lane 1, we have Maddie Lovins. Lane 2, Sabrina Kirk. Lane 3, Jenna Manganiello. Oh, wow. Lane 4, Callie Rogers. Lane 5, Elizabeth Kaznowiski. Lane 6, Christina Myers. Lane 7, Daniela Karach. And lane 8, Nora Wright. Lane 4, 27.89. That's a great time. We're seeing some fast times tonight. Lake Orion's a very competitive team. All right, and now we're going to take a break. I'm going to pass this mic on to a different announcer, and he is going to announce for diving. Let's let the divers get warmed up, and we will get back with you with diving.
All right, we're going to get started with our diving for the evening. As said, our first diver position will be in a rotational position. Our first diver for the evening is Ella Geeling from Oxford. She's going to dive a 101C forward dive tuck. Please remember, we do need absolute silence for our dives. Thank you. One 1.5, 2.5. Next diver from Oxford will be Kendra Keller. Kendra is diving a 101C forward dive tuck, difficulty 1.2. .5 all. Next diver from Oxford, Olivia Roth. Olivia is doing a 101C forward dive tuck, difficulty 1.2. Five, 4. Next diver from Lake Orion, Amelia Knotts. Amelia is doing a 103B forward 1 1/2 somersault pike, DD 1.7. Five, 5, 6. Next diver will be Elenia Thuss. Diving a 101C, forward dive tuck, difficulty 1.2. Six, 5. Next diver, Peyton Warren. Peyton will be doing a 101C forward dive tuck, DD 1.2. Five, 5, 5. Next diver, Hannah McCallick. Hannah will be doing a 101C forward dive tuck, DD 1.2. Four, 5, 3. And our final diver for the series will be Emily Gaeta. Emily's doing a 101C forward dive tuck, difficulty 1.2. Five, 4, 5. Now we're moving into our second round. For our second round, our diver 1 will be Lainey Chasen. Lainey is doing a 101C forward dive tuck, difficulty 1.2. Four, all. Kendra is doing a 102C forward 1 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.4. Three, 5, 3. Olivia is doing a 102C forward 1 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.4. Four, 5, 5. Amelia is doing a 104C forward 2 somersault tuck, DD 2.2. One, 5, 3, 5. Elena is doing a 102C forward 1 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.4. Five, all. Peyton is doing a 103C forward 1 1/2 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. 555. Hannah is doing a 5111A forward dive, half twist straight, DD 1.8. Five all. Emily is doing a 5111A forward dive, half twist straight, difficulty 1.8. Three, two. Now we're moving into our third round. In our third round, we'll have Ava Ferguson. Ava is diving a 101C, forward dive tuck, difficulty 1.2. Three, five, three. Next diver, Kendra will be doing a 5121D, forward one somersault, one half twist free, DD 1.7. Three all. Next diver, Olivia, will be doing a 5121D, forward one somersault, one half twist free, DD 1.7. Three, four. Amelia will be doing a 301C, reverse dive tuck, DD 1.6. Four, five, five. Elena is doing a 401C, inward dive tuck, DD 1.4. Five, four, five. Next diver, Peyton, will be doing a 301C, reverse dive tuck, difficulty 1.6. Six, five, five. Hannah is doing a 103C, forward 1 1/2 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. 5-5-4-5. Emily is doing a 102C, forward 1 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.4. 3-5-3. Now we're moving into our 4th round of diving. Ava will be doing a 102C, forward 1 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.4. 3-5-3. Kendra's doing a 103C, forward 1 1/2 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. 5-5-5. Olivia is doing a 301C, reverse dive tuck, difficulty 1.6. 4 all. Amelia is doing a 401C, inward dive tuck, difficulty 1.4. 6-5-6. Elena's doing a 201A back dive straight, difficulty 1.7. 1.53. Peyton is doing a 302C, reverse 1 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. 3-5-4-5. Next diver, Hannah, is doing a 301C, reverse dive tuck, DD 1.6. 4-5-3-5. I clicked it too far. Sorry, John. I double-clicked it when I did the
so
last
we have to
dive.
go back?
Yep.
So what do we have? We have zeros there?
Yeah.
Okay. So right here, let's right click, reset the dive, right click, and then set as current diver. And we're good to go. So if you can just re-announce that, and we're good. So right click and give you a menu,
Okay.
and then we just make our adjustments from there.
Perfect. All right, thank you for your patience. Next diver, Emily, will be doing a 301C reverse dive tuck, DD 1.6. Five all. Next diver, Ava, will be doing a 401C inward dive tuck, DD 1.4.
So you need to wait till the scores come up before you save in advance then?
Yeah. I think I just double clicked on it. We'll go there.
3, 4. Kendra's doing a 401C inward dive tuck, DD 1.4.
So when it goes up on the board, it should show.
Gotcha.
Five all. Olivia's doing a 401C inward dive tuck, DD 1.4. Four, 5, 5. Amelia is doing a 402C inward one somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Six, 5, 5. Peyton is doing a 401C inward dive tuck, difficulty 1.4.
Just notice they changed the suits.
Yeah.
I can re-announce that dive. Dive is 401C. This is diver 6. Yep.
You're in score mode, so you have to hit abort to get out of score. Diver 6, yes. And then should score. There we go.
Let me re-announce it. Peyton is going to do a 401C inward dive tuck, difficulty 1.4.
Yeah. We're on our Pinewood Derby every year. It's about the same kind of thing.
4-4-5. Hannah is doing a 401C, inward dive tuck, DD 1.4.
Usually I think it comes down to like 18 seconds or so.
Gotcha.
If you get some technical.
Four, 4-5. Emily's doing a 201C, back dive tuck, difficulty 1.5.
So round 6, we're going to move right to diver 2. Just after her.
Four, 3.
So then we're going to go diver 2. Yep. Perfect.
Next diver, Kendra is doing a 201A, back dive straight, difficulty 1.7. One, 5, all. To continue in our final round, Olivia's doing a 201C, back dive tuck, DD 1.5.
Usually try to round it out and it says final round.
Four, all. Amelia's doing a 52-23D, back 1 somersault, 1 1/2 twist, free, difficulty 2.3. Five, 5. All. Peyton is doing a 52-21D, back 1 somersault, 1/2 twist, free, DD 1.7.
Yeah, we skipped diver 5.
Yep, Peyton is doing a 52-21D, back 1 somersault, 1/2 twist, free, difficulty 1.7.
So because they're exhibition.
These ones are exhibition.
4-5, all. Hannah's doing a 201A, back dive straight, DD 1.7.
So if
I'm gonna go round
we're in
6 then.
exhibition, that would be all 6 guys.
Four, 5, 4. And for our final dive of the evening, Emily is doing a 401C, inward dive tuck, DD 1.4. 4.54. And that concludes our diving for the evening. Let's give a big hand for all our divers this evening.
Coach of the Oxford girls and boys swim team. So how long have you coached here?
This is my 13th season with the girls team, and we brought the boys on a couple years later.
Okay. All right. And so what division are we in this year?
So in the Oakland County, the OAA, we are in the white division. It goes red, white, and blue. So the top 5 or 6 teams are in the top division. We're in the middle division. 2 years ago, we won the blue division. Last year, we moved up to white, finished middle of the pack, and our goal is to take the white division this year.
All right, how are you looking for this meet?
So what I told one of the parents right now is we are currently ahead, but not by enough for me to be remotely comfortable with it. So we just got to keep the pressure on and see what we can do. There's still 7 events left of the 12, so there's a lot of meet left.
Sure, great, thanks so much. Perfect, thank you.
Thanks, have a good one.
All right, I'm here with one of our swimmers at Oxford High. Okay, she actually graduated last year, but she's here to support her team. She leaves for college tomorrow. So can you describe, you were a diver, right?
Yes.
All right, and how many years did you dive?
4.
4, okay, well it's looking actually like things are wrapping up, so let's make this quick.
Okay.
All right, so what are you looking at for future plans?
Well, I'm gonna be diving at Eastern, so I'm like really excited to start training and doing the whole college experience.
All right, college experience, and Oxford High has set you up really well for Eastern. All right, well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
First heat of the 100 fly. All right. This is Oxford and Lake Orion. Lane 4, excellent start. All right, we've got Izzy Frechette in lane 2. Callie Schnur in lane 4. Lane 6, Megan Pavlock. And in lane 8, Caitlin Gata. Now, I have a tremendous amount of respect for the girls that are swimming the 100 fly tonight. This is one of the hardest events. It requires a lot of upper body strength, and they are looking good tonight so far. Lane 4, let's see who we got. Callie Schnur. She has the form of an experienced swimmer, except you're not supposed to breathe on the first breath out of the turn. But solid form. You cannot complain. She's swimming fast. This is a great meet. All right, let's see. Izzy Frechette in lane 2. Keeping up. All right, let's see who's going to get. Looks like lanes 3 and 5 in Lake Orion are actually more than a body length behind. Callie won by a landslide of 59.
Got her state cut.
That is a state cut, ladies and gentlemen, a D1 state cut. Way to go, Callie. Okay, this next event is the first heat of the 100-yard freestyle. 4 lengths of the pool, freestyle. All right, this heat is all Oxford. It is an exhibition event, meaning that it is not for points. In lane 1, we have Alexa Baker. Lane 2, Julia Knapp. Lane 3, Evelyn Kelso. Lane 4, Paige Dell. Lane 5, Alexis Johnson. Lane 6, Annabelle Watson. Lane 7, Ashley Bales. And lane 8, Eleanor Nunez. All right, now the key to doing well in this event is having solid form. You want to bring your arm back, have a very high elbow, and I'm trying to find the words to describe it. I've been doing it for so many years, I kind of forget. But a solid tricep push underwater to finish off your stroke. You want to finish and kind of grace the middle of your thigh when you're stroking. So that makes sure you're doing a very full stroke. And like I said before in the backstroke, you want to reach as though you were reaching for the top shelf. So you're turning your torso and you're reaching. It looks like lanes 3, 4, and 5 are neck and neck. No, now 4 and 5. It looks like Miss Paige Dell is going to win first. Oh, maybe. No, I was wrong. Miss Alexis Johnson, congratulations on making first with a 116. Congratulations. Strong finishes, everybody. Strong finishes. Great. Now, speaking of a strong finish, the key to a strong finish is, again, stretching out that arm and just touching with the tips of your fingers the middle of the touch board. So it, one, registers, because if you grab the wall, it may not register your time. Here we go in Heat 2 of the event. It's another exhibition event. Some Oxford, some Lake Orion. In lane 1, we have Audrey Manzuk. In lane 2, Isabella Mezin. In lane 3, or lane 4 actually, Alex Foster. In lane 6, Emily McClear. And in lane 8, Caitlin DeGaspero. Okay, and this is a faster heat, you can already tell. You can start to see some separation. It looks like lane 6, Oxford, I want to give her the right name, Annabelle Watson is in the lead. But it's still anybody's race. Oxford still in the lead. Lanes 1, 4, and 6 seem to be leading. We're on the 75, and this is the hardest lap anyone will tell you because you want to. Sorry guys, I lost my train of thought there. Lost my focus. It's hard to focus with all this yelling. But the 75 is the worst one because that's the one where you are so close to the end, you can feel it, but that's also where you start to break. Lane 4, nice finish with the 112. Nice. But lane 1 got first with the 111. Great. Finish. And here we go into Heat 3 of the event. Another exhibition event. So again, this heat is not for points. All 3 of these heats have not been for points. The only heat that will be is Heat 4, the final heat. So you're gonna see this one pick up in pace a little bit. Watch these girls' starts. The more experienced ones go out further and will stay underwater kicking for longer. So already you can see a better start in this heat than the last. Lots of white water, decent forms, but I'd like to see some higher elbows. No one's really breathing a lot yet. That's good, that's good. You want your head straight in the water because that makes you more efficient. Now let's see, probably should read off the names of the girls. In lane 1, we have Audrey Manzuk. In lane 1, we have Madison Gordon. Lane 2, Maddie Lovins. Lane 3, Sydney King. Lane 4, Sabrina Kirk. Lane 5, Abigail Corrigan. In lane 6, Christina Myers. In lane 7, Sophia Luna. And in lane 8, Grace Nunez. Sabrina Kirk in the lead still, and it looks like she is going to take first, uncontested. Sabrina is a very strong swimmer. She's been swimming since she was very little. I swam with her myself on Liquid Lightning and the Oxford team, and a 1:04 is a very good time. You'll see state cuts are typically under the minute line, but I will check that specifically and get back to you. Here we go, this is the final heat. This one is for points. In lane 2, we have Callie Rogers. Lane 4, Jenna Fissler. Lane 6, Laura Mace. Lane 8, Kinsey Jones. So I just confirmed with the coach that I just interviewed with, you saw, that the state cut for the 100 free is a 54. I can't remember the last 2 decimal points afterward, but it's a 54 that we're looking for. Looks like Jenna is in the lead. Quick turn, powerful one. Far underwater, that's good. Looks like lane 5, Lake Orion, is right on her heels. Might be my angle, but it's looking like she's a full body length ahead now. Nope, half a body length. Lake Orion really caught up to her on that turn, but it looks like Jenna's gonna beat her anyway. Can she make states? A 54 is what we're looking for. And there it is! And she just missed states, just by tenths of a second. That is hard, but we're still very early in the season. She's got a lot of time to make that up. The 500 freestyle. It'll be 20 lengths of the pool freestyle. You will see counters beginning to line up at the end of each lane and encouraging the swimmer on the starting block. Now, a lot of people surprisingly like this race. They like the distance and the strategy that goes into it. And they're off. In lane 2, we have Maya Shelby. Lane 4, Nellie Sharnstrom. Lane 6, Allison Mooney. And in lane 8, Cheyenne Hoyt. Now, these girls are just pacing themselves, but it's harder than it looks. When you're in the water and you're swimming, it looks hard. Now, it looks like lane 5, Miss Ella Sieber in Lake Orion has the lead. Oh, now it's lane 3, Lauren Valentine for Lake Orion. But there's still plenty of time for our very own Nellie Sharnstrom to take the lead in lane 4. It's all a matter of endurance. Now, this is the first meet of the season, so there's a lot of time for these girls still to bring up their times. But what we're looking for here is consistency, a solid tempo, and good form. The strongest swimmers are able to kick hard throughout this entire event. But you'll kind of see, and I've been guilty of this myself, so I'm certainly not criticizing, but you'll see girls that kick slower will have, well, definitely slower times, but it's a lot harder than it looks to keep a fast tempo. And Lake Orion's still in the lead, taking first and second right now, with Jenna in third. About half a lap behind, half a length rather. Now throughout this, if the camera can kind of pan over, you'll see the coaches kind of waving on their swimmers and cheering them on and trying to tell them to kick strong throughout this event. Coach Abassi of the Lake Orion Dragons are already cheering them on, and so is Coach Rank. Now counting at the end is a big responsibility. Any sort of misstep, or if you flip the wrong way, it can really confuse the swimmer. And there's a sign that they have. You can see in lane 3 right now, the swimmer's about to turn, and the counter was shaking the numbers very quickly under the water so she could see it. That is the way the counter tells the swimmer to step it up. Increase tempo. When I was a swimmer, I used to count for my friend who swam the 500, and she would tell me when she wanted me to tell her to speed it up. So she would say, okay, when I hit the 250 mark, about halfway through, I want you to shake this faster so you can remind me to kick strong and keep up my momentum. It can be incredibly motivating. Another great motivator is obviously seeing somebody right next to you, or in the case of Lake Orion in lane 3, she's seeing the Oxford girl in lane 2 right on her, and it's something to chase. Looks like Lake Orion is still in the lead by a full length now. And this is a very hard race. It takes a lot of endurance to do it well. And form matters so much in these distance events because every little infraction will really add up your time. Let's say you're not perfectly centered in the water, you're adding a 1/10 of a second here and a 1/10 of a second there, and each length, it adds up after 20. You want to keep your breathing steady. You don't want to be breathing every stroke. You want to be breathing kind of every 4, but again, that takes a lot of endurance to do. This swimming takes a lot of practice, and it feels like you're drowning when you get tired. Here we go, and we're getting towards the end here, on the end stretch. We can see in lane 5, I want to get her name right. Let me look here. Her name is Ella Sieber. Okay, Ella Sieber's got a strong kick. And you can see she's about to finish this race. Look at her kick. That's a good kick, guys. That's the kind of kick that you want to have at the end of a race when you're tired, but it's still strong enough to propel you well. All right, that whistle that you just heard signaling the last 50 of the event, that's 2 lengths of the pool. So now Ella Sieber of Lake Orion and Lauren Valentine are now finishing. And now you can see Jenna Fissler in lane 4 kicking up her tempo with her legs. She's got a strong kick that's very good. It's what you want to see. Her stroke is lacking a little bit. You want to keep that outstretched. But again, it's very hard to do. All right, and lane 5, Miss Ella Sieber finished first with a time of 5:24.99. Now that's a wicked fast time. Our record is currently held by Miss Haley Kornberger, who set the record in 2012, with a time of 5:13.43. So that's just to give you a good gauge. So right now, this isn't Oxford's strongest event, but again, they've got a long season ahead of them to make up for it. Way to go. Great swim by Jenna Fissler. You got a 5:57, under 6. I think under 6 is a pretty good, you know you're pretty fast when you got a time under 6 minutes. I remember the first time I swam this event, I think I did a 6:27. That was my freshman year. I still remember that, a 6:27, the very first time I swam this. Anything under 6 is pretty fast. All right, we got these last girls finishing, and the pool is always very supportive of the last swimmer. I've been the last swimmer, and the whole pool generally will either, depending on the day, of course, sometimes they get on their feet and they'll cheer for you because this is a hard event and it takes a lot of heart to finish it. Most of the time, both teams will put their most experienced swimmers on the 500 free. We have Miss Cheyenne Hoyt finishing, and she's finishing strong. Look at that kick. Look at her go. She's got heart, ladies and gentlemen, and she is not a quitter. Look at her go. An excellent finish. Excellent races by all these girls. Great times, ladies. Now the next event, we have the 200-yard freestyle relay. Everyone's going to be swimming freestyle. We got 4 girls that are about to line up in each lane. Now we have 2 heats because this seems to be a bigger meet. So this first heat is exhibition, so it is not for points. All right, we got the girls ready to go. Each girl is going to swim 2 lengths of the pool freestyle. Now what the people are going to watch here is exchanges. Exchanges is an easy way to get disqualified. If a swimmer leaves off of the block before the swimmer in the pool touches, then that is a disqualification. Looks like they're looking for a swimmer. Sometimes there's last minute changes to the heat sheet and girls sometimes may not know that they are swimming an event. Or sometimes it just is, it just gets confusing. So this heat will start in just a minute when they find her. All right, here we go. Yeah, maybe that was just a last minute change. All right, here we go, we're about to start. Go. In lane 1, we have Oxford. Michaela Burr is in the water right now. We got Eleanor Nunez, Alexa Baker, and Julia Knapp. In lane 3, oh, sorry, that's lane 2. In lane 3, we have Ava Ferguson, Emily Gata, Lainey Chasen, and Peyton Warren. In lane 4, we have Oxford's D Relay, Alex Foster, Maddie Stevens, Isabella Mason, and Audrey Manzik. And then lane 5 is Orion, lane 6, Bella Delano, lane 2, number 2 in lane 6, Layla DeGasperis, Caitlin DeGaspero, and Alexis Johnson. Lane 7, Annabelle Watson, Ashley Bales, Evelyn Kelso, and Paige Dell. Now these are all sprints, so everybody should be all out. Nice exchange by lane 6. Here we go, the exchange in lane 4. Solid. My dad swam competitively. He actually almost made the Olympics in the 80s, and he was a backstroker. He used to tell me that in his events, in his relays, he would look to just almost disqualify, to jump the gun just a little bit to where he would almost get disqualified, but early enough so when his swimmer's in the water and just touches, then he jumps in the water and goes. And he tried to convince me to do the same thing, and he said, try to get disqualified. You won't disqualify yourself, you'll hold yourself back, but try and go as close as you can to just making it, because that's easy time. The time that you have, sometimes girls have longer exchanges, and that's easy time that you can make up if you're quicker. All right, here we go into exchange in lane 2. Yep, see, that was kind of a longer exchange, but I mean, that's okay. Here we go, lane 4 and 3 finished. Lane 6 got first, excellent job with a time of 2:08. Now this is just the first heat, so the second heat is going to be the quick one. Excellent races, girls. We got Oxford and Lake Orion. This is not an exhibition event, so this one is for points. In lane 2, we have Ellie Olheiser, Emily McClear, Grace Nunez, Maddie Lovins. This is the C relay. In lane 4, we have Oxford's A relay with Grace Sharnstrom, Megan Pavlock, Laura Mace, and Jenna Fissler. Lane 6, there's Addie Bishop, Nora Wright, Kinsey Jones, and Callie Rogers for Oxford's B relay. This is going to be a quick one, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the last events of the night. An excellent start by Miss Grace Sharnstrom in lane 4. This one's already quicker. You see a really nice fast tempo. This is anyone's race. Hopefully Oxford can pull ahead, because right now it is looking neck and neck between lanes 4 and 5. Watch the exchange. Whoever beats this exchange has a leg up. It looks like Lake Orion might beat, oh no, Oxford came out first. Very strong kicks. This kicking will really put you ahead. Having a very strong kick sets you apart. Oh, but Lake Orion is coming out first. Let's see if Oxford can catch back up. We have Megan Pavlock in the water right now. Let's watch the exchange. Oh, way to go. Laura Mace is now pulling ahead, fighting for the first.
Sorry, I don't want to distract you. I don't have it.
Lake Orion's pulling ahead though. She's now half a body length ahead. Let's see what Jenna Fissler can do, if she can pull ahead. Here we go. Jenna better not breathe. Good, she's not breathing. That's one of the best strokes that I have seen tonight. And Jenna's pulling forward. I don't know if you can hear everybody screaming. Yeah, here we go, this one's close. Jenna's pulling forward. She's gonna make it. She's getting first. She's gonna outtouch her. There we go! Woo! That is a 1:47. Our record is a 1:43. She is 4 seconds away from the beating of the record. Jenna Fissler, what a great swimmer. Excellent effort by all these swimmers in the pool. And in lane 2, we've got another neck and neck race between lane 2 and lane 6. Lake Orion outtouched. But what a riveting race by Oxford's A relay. I'd like to list the names one more time. There's Grace Sharnström, Megan Pavlock, Laura Mace, and Jenna Fissler as the anchor. All right, now we have the second to last event of the night, the 100-yard breaststroke, which is 4 lengths of the pool breaststroke. Oh, 100-yard backstroke, yep. Here we go. This is the only heat of the 100-yard back. We have Caitlin Gaeta in lane 2, Ashley Weltick in lane 4, Peyton Bailey in lane 6, and Mackenzie Finley in lane 8. Looks like Ashley's in first. Look at her tempo, everybody. That is exactly what you want to have. And look at her form in the water. She's turning her torso so that she can reach far, and she's taking as little space in the water as she possibly can. She's on her 75 stretch now. This is the hard one. This is the one that takes endurance. And she is far ahead. She's far above a full body length ahead of everybody in this pool. Way to go, Ashley. And I know I'm focusing on the first person in the pool, but I'd also like to say that all these other swimmers in this water are very worthy of praise. It's a great form that I'm seeing tonight, right now. Solid kicking. And Ashley just made the state cut with a minute 29. Ashley's going to states. That is a D1 time. Great job. You can see a little victorious fist in the air by Ashley.
Wait, isn't that the qualifying time? Oh my God.
Ashley made states, everybody. That's great. Her senior year. It's very exciting. All right, and for our last event of the night, we have the 100-yard breaststroke. No, it's not the last event of the night. I am missing a page. It is the second to last event of the night. Sorry, guys. Yes.
It's right there on the board.
Okay, so this is only heats 1 of 2. Heat 1 is an exhibition. So there's 2 heats tonight of this. In lane 3, Miss Nora Wright. In lane 4, Ellie Olheiser. In lane 6, Bella Delano. And in lane 7, Layla DeGasperis. As I said earlier, I think in the first event of the night, the breaststroke kick is a very awkward one. If you can kind of see, you have to do a frog kick. That's more of the layman's term for a breaststroke kick, because you look like a frog when you're swimming it. All right, and what you want to do is when you're under the water and you're taking a stroke, you have your hands in front of you in a torpedo position. It's called streamline, called in streamline position. And then you pull your hands forward towards your chest and shoot it out in front of you. So you're straight, pull, and shoot it out forward. And you want to keep your stroke as much under you as you can, so you're pulling yourself all out of the water almost. In the Olympics, you'll notice the Olympian swimmers, their backs are almost completely out of the water because that's how strong they are and how fast they're moving. I remember swimming breaststroke in meets, and I never really liked it. It's such an awkward stroke, and I was never very good at it. But Coach Rank still put me on very often, especially my senior year. Great swim by all these ladies. I think Lake Orion took first in that one. Here we go, heat 2. This is the final heat. I'm looking at these times. This heat's gonna be fast, people. Get ready. In lane 2, we have Addie Bishop. Lane 4, Grace Sharnstrom. In lane 6, Kinsey Jones. In lane 8, Maddie Stevens. Now, Grace Sharnstrom's seed time is a 1:14. A seed time, for those of you that don't know, is the time that they list on the heat sheet to give swimmers an idea of where they'll be swimming. So the faster seed times will be in the faster heats. If Grace can beat her seed time, that's a quick event. She's already done with her first lap. Wow. Excellent form. If you can see, she's getting her whole back out of the water. This is exactly the kind of stroke I was talking about, how she's shooting her arms forward. She's definitely been swimming for years. This is not her first rodeo. And here we go into the last length. She is winning by a mile. Look at her finish. What a strong finish we got here. A 1:11. Way to go. And that is a Division II. No. Oh, she just missed a Division II time. She just missed a Division II time. Great swims by all these ladies. Just so you guys have an idea. Oh my goodness. She beat the record. She beat the women's varsity record for the 100 breaststroke. The 100 breaststroke record right now is held by Miss Victoria McClanagan in 2017, and her time was a 1:12, a 1:12:32, and it looks like Grace has beat that time by a full second. Way to go, Grace. She just broke the record, a record that's been held for 2 years. All right, and now we are in the final event of the night. There's going to be one heat of this. Each girl will be swimming 4 lengths of the pool freestyle. This is the 400-yard freestyle relay. In lane 2, we have Oxford C relay with Caitlin Gaeta, Izzy Frechette, Grace Nunez, and Maya Shelby. In lane 4, we have Oxford's A relay with Nellie Sharnstrom, Callie Schnur, Jenna Fissler, and Ashley Weltick. In lane 6, we have Oxford's B relay with Megan Pavlock, Allison Mooney, Kaylee Rogers, and Peyton Bailey. In lane 8, we have Oxford's D relay with Maddie Lovins, Audrey Manzik, Mackenzie Finley, and Cheyenne Hoyt. Now, Lake Orion has got the lead by a full body length right now, but it is still anybody's race. I have seen it where the opposing team was a full body length ahead of Oxford's fastest A relay, and Oxford's last swimmer pulled it in and got first. It's amazing. It rarely happens, but I have seen it done. It is still anybody's race. And watch for the exchange. Very good exchange. Now in the water in lane 4, we have Miss Callie Schnur. Oh, and she's pulling up against Lake Orion swimmer in lane 5. She's now only half a body length behind. As if Oxford can keep this up, this is great. We've got still another lap to go. Come on, Callie. If Callie can reach forward and match Lake Orion's speed, we could win this event. We still have 2 more swimmers to go in this relay. She kind of fell behind in the turn there, but she's just nicking on her heels. Here we go, watch the exchange, lane 4. Good, that was good. Now this is, I want to be correct, this is Jenna Fissler. Now all these swimmers are very strong. Oxford's A relay is very fast. And Jenna is catching up, look at that! Look at that! She is now past Lake Orion. If she can keep this up. Oh, look at that. Jenna's already past Lake Orion. I told you guys, I told you it could be done. It's rare, but I've seen it happen. Excellent form by Jenna. Oh, and Lake Orion's not giving up. They're gonna make this a hard fight. And here we go, Ashley. Ashley's the anchor. She can see if she can bring us home. Lake Orion's anchor is not gonna go down without a fight, but Ashley is fighting hard. Look at that stroke. She is throwing her arms over, kicking as hard as she can. This is an all-out sprint. Ashley is another very strong swimmer. I've swam with her on Lake Orion Liquid Lightning's team as a club team and Oxford Varsity team. She was a freshman when I was a senior. She's another very, very strong swimmer. And now we've got space between her and lane 5. This is great. Oxford's gonna win. It looks like Oxford is going to win the 400 freestyle, but she's gotta bring it home because Lake Orion is getting close on her heels. She's gonna bring it home. Look at her end. That's an excellent touch. A 3:46.85. They just missed our varsity record by just tenths of a second. Our record right now, our women's varsity record, was set in 2013. It's a 3:46.53, and Oxford's A relay tonight got a 3:46.85. Now I'd like to say relays are a group effort. It takes everyone pulling all of their weight and swimming all out to win. Oxford certainly gave all they had in this race. And I'd like to say lane 2, Oxford C and B relays are still, nope. No, A and B touched, and it looks like the C relay is finishing now. Now this is a fight for the finish in lane 7 and 8. Oxford's D relay can bring it home. This is neck and neck. Oh no! They got out-touched by a little over a tenth of a second. Lake Orion out-touched our girl by just a tenth of a second, but what an excellent finish by Miss Cheyenne Hoyt. Excellent night. We got one girl in Lake Orion finishing her race. You can see the whole pool cheering for her. She's finishing strong, look at that. I'm sure you can hear the cheering around me. I didn't really want to cover that up. What an excellent meet tonight. Great effort by all the swimmers here. If you didn't beat your record, that's fine. You got a full season to do it. What a great night. Stick with us to hear the score. That'll be coming out shortly. Right now, while the scores are being calculated, the girls are going to give each other high fives, showing good sportsmanship. They just cheered each other on, saying they'll see each other at leagues. And that is the final meet of the season for all these girls. It's the championship meet. And I got to tell you how good it feels as a swimmer. I've seen a lot of these seniors because I was a senior when they were a freshman, and it's great to see them grow in confidence and speed. So this team's a very strong one. I've got a lot of high hopes for them continuing through the season. This is going to be a great season for Oxford. and I'll bet you this meet's going to be close. I think Oxford gave Lake Orion one heck of a fight, and Lake Orion fought just as hard. This is going to be a close one. But then again, I'm not looking at the score. We'll know in just a minute. One of these swimmers just said, let the tongue twisting begin. They're all saying, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. Good job. And when the score comes out, I'm going to pass the microphone over to the MC, and he will tell you guys the score. Nice job by everybody on Oxford and Lake Orion both for the first meet of the season. This is one heck of a meet. That's a very fast meet for so early in the season. They've got a lot of nice swimmers that swim on club teams. Look, I just got to look at the score before the MC says it. Oxford won by a lot. The score is 105 to 80. Look at us go.
Lake Orion and Oxford with a score of 105.
Nice job, ladies. What a great event. And I think with that, I'll close. My name is Rachel Baker. I'll see you in the next home meet. Stay with us.
Welcome to Vendetti's Pizza and Pasta. Fresh food since 1968. All homemade pasta, breads, and sauce from the Vendetti's family recipes. Eat there, take home, or they deliver. Great pasta like spaghetti, mostaccioli, ravioli, homemade gnocchis, sandwiches, salads, or try their famous Spanky. If you have not been to Vendetti's, then you have not had the best pizza in town. Call now at 248-628-1540.